we'll have to maybe see. Are we a master sleuth? Hell no, we're not. We are a keen detective, though. You can always change the current difficulty level in the gameplay options menu. You can always open up the casebook and check the dialogue log. This is gonna be bad. What's that Rockstar game? The detective one. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I can tell you what, when I played that game, I was terrible at that too. Oh god. This may not be the best game. Alright, so chapter 1 here is called Pray Tell. I was leggy as all hell, oh god.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new
De
neighbor.
Bouvier.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Blunt, to the point. Build a character portrait by paying attention to the details and determining their meaning. Is it definitely malnutrition then? Okay. No natures. Tom's 8 years old. He's probably also homeless. Doesn't look injured, it just looks weird. Looks huge. Okay. Oh wait, no. What did I do? Did I fuck it up? How weird is this that I'm just staring at this kid? Character portrait complete. Tom is 8 years old. His clothes are well worn and have multiple patches neatly applied. Tom's parents are concerned for his well-being. His pale skin indicates that he is suffering from malnutrition. He looks sad and has red eyes. He's been weeping very recently. Tom's malformation could have been caused by his mother's poor nutrition during pregnancy. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Why are you here?
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day. 'Cause that's all he can find. Only this time, he didn't come home.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
What's up, Wolfie? This game is called Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. I'm a super detective. Investigate the disappearance of Tom's father, George Hurst. Explore his house. So Tom lives in Whitechapel. Tom was born in 1887. Oh god, is this a loading screen? Reading so intently. Oh, I can explore my...
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
Oh, great. Just what I've always wanted to do. Okay. I'm on North Street.
North Street.
Does anyone know a Hearst? Alright, Dorset Street. Where do you live? 12 Dorset Street on the first floor, room E. That's 14. Gentlemen? Wait, what? Oh. That's weird. Hello, I'm here. A, B, C. Said it was on the first floor. This kid lying to me? This isn't the first floor.
"'Tis our home, Mr. Holmes."
You didn't even get up and let me in? What kind of kid are you?
"The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it."
Lease number 7, William Perkins. The Valley Company.
Hearst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
What a good dad.
"My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have."
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young, too.
There's people that watch you while you sleep, Tom.
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hearst's disappearance. Tom probably reads at night. Ah, so that's why you came to see me.
Wait, objects marked with the exclamation symbol are to be used further in your investigation.
Ah, so that's why you came to see me. A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hearst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
"Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them."
You know what? Your dad sounds like
A
a nice
collection of
guy.
worn-out and second-hand books.
"Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them."
Alright, I'm gonna go up into your secret room. Don't worry about this. I'm a professional.
It's too dark. I can't see anything.
So what the fuck does that mean? Can I borrow your light, Tom?
George Hearst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working...
Very hardworking. Some of the evidence can be used in the investigation and will be marked with specific icons. Find a use. Set your house
Just
on
some
fire.
old things.
Oh, we got his porn
Another
stash.
satchel. What's in it?
What's this? Hello there, George. I know that it's difficult for you to find a job and you need to feed and clothe your son. So I've attached to this letter a pub leaflet. I've heard that there is a fellow there who's offering a special job. Maybe it will help you, and I hope so. Good luck. Interesting. Tom, tell me what you know of this. The Old Tabard Pub, the best choice of beers and ales in Whitechapel, located on North Street. My eagle vision is not turning up any other clues. Tom, I must go.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Do everything in my power to not murder him. Okay, so I need to go to... Wait, I need to look at that again. Located on North Street. Oh, so it's right there. Okay.
The Old Tabard Pub, North Street.
I'll be back, son. But you gotta work on your knowledge. This is not the first floor. Hey, you. Drunkard, wake up.
I don't feel thirsty right now.
What do you mean you don't feel thirsty? We're not looking to go get a drink, you son of a bitch.
I don't feel thirsty right now.
Should that not be our next clue? Go to the bar where he got the flyer? Seems logical to me.
Please, sir.
So now what do I do?
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books.
Father bought all those.
I feel like I found everything I need to find here. Let's go back into his pawn stash once. Can I look in the book? No. I'll try again, but I didn't have my eagle vision on when I turned and looked in the book.
Huh, so that's why you... Huh. The Old Tabard Pub, North Street. The Old Tabard Pub, North Street.
I feel like there's something
The Old
here
Tabard
that
Pub, North Street.
I need.
Glue.
Oh,
Probably taken from a wall.
that was it. That was my clue. You sons of a bitch.
The Old Tabard Pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
Alright. Time to go to the Old Tabard Pub. See, I'm such a good detective that I was one step ahead of him. Hey, who the fuck are you, kid?
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, this just got weird.
I need to Earwig to find out who is offering this special job. There's no one to eavesdrop on from. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Well, this is kind of cool.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
That wasn't suspicious at all. Why is this creep just staring at us?
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
Oh yeah. They'll never know the difference.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
That's a special job.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson. So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
Does he play a harmonica?
No gods, no masters.
Is it you? Oh no, it's that motherfucker over there. Did his whiskers just light up?
When we're screwed, we multiply.
Oh yeah, we gotta find his whiskers. Beard. Definitely. What else? What else about him? Oh, it's water. Damn. We observed the hell out of him.
I'm looking for.
Hold to skip time. It's a lot of water he's drinking. 30 minutes later. He's gotta go pee. Look at how much water he's drinking. There's nothing suspicious here.
Interesting. Missing person. I should find out more.
At the start of October, Mr. John Stowbridge went missing from Dorset Street under mysterious circumstances. If you have any information, please contact Mrs. Stowbridge as 5 Dorset Street. Thank you in advance for any information or help. So we gotta go to 5 Dorset Street.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Oh wait, I'm the kid. Where'd he go? I'm gonna get this kid killed. Where'd he go? Oh, that's the man right there. Dude, this game is too intense for its day.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
I couldn't pay the rent last week.
You'll never know.
Pumpkin! Cabbage! Cheap!
Don't talk to me, lady. Stop trying to distract me with food. Oh. Oh. Oh, you can see me peeking around the corner.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Why won't they let me pass?
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs. I can't even remember what meat tastes.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Damn. I know the street's like the back of my hand. Whoa.
Take a brush and get in there.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stupid kid. Go on then.
I got this. Hire me. Oh. Okay. It's a game within the game. Found my new career. Bucky's getting away! Hurry!
He's still here, that's a relief.
I thought you said this was Sherlock Holmes. That's something. Oh, okay. Dude, I like this mechanic. I really do. Gotta keep your circle in the Your mouse in the circle on the right and your keyboard on the left. Actually, he's going the wrong way. I mean, he's going the right way, but he's going the wrong way for me. Yeah, how do I... Oh god, that's one ballsy ass kid.
Where did he come from?
Hi, I'm the next Assassin's Creed.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
This is the precursor to Black Flag.
Hi, what are you doing in my garden?
I have no idea. I'm gonna jump over this though. He doesn't even know he's being watched. Suspect lost. I could see him right there. Come on. Don't do this to me, game. I don't think I've ever found a person to be more suspicious of being followed than this man here. He knows he's up to no good, and god damn it, we're gonna catch him. Oh, look, another teenager. Let me go. Let me go conversate with another youngin.
He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him.
Oh.
Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
Gotta clean the shit off his shoes. Alright, how do we do this? We're gonna wet it first. Okay, and then we're going to polish it. Okay. Then we're gonna put this on there.
This could be useful. Did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm still learning.
You know what? I'm the best fucking shoe shiner in the world. How dare you talk shit about me?
Alas, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
This is a long chase scene too. Holy crap.
I've no money for coal.
Alright, now just hop on the back. You'll never see you.
I can't lose him now.
Oh god. Of all the things this game doesn't need, it doesn't need a slow-mo chasing. God damn. Anyway.
interesting. What's going on in the yard?
I don't know. I think they're probably sitting around playing grab ass. Hey, can you tell me what's going on in there? What's wrong with your leg? Oh, I can open up the door. The driver doesn't give a shit. Hey you, what are we doing here? I don't know who this kid is, but he's got the biggest balls I've ever seen.
Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it.
Anything else?
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. I can't see what's inside. It's too dangerous to enter.
Oh, that's too dangerous? Were there any windows on the far side? Don't remember.
I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside.
Can't see what's inside.
Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Do only 2 people live here? Bags of food. I like this house. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Really? That's the only things you're gonna report on? There's food. There's a coat of arms. And there's a lot of expensive stuff here. Thank God. Good help is hard to find these days.
Wiggins' tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
It's a pretty good dream, actually. Or drawing, actually.
Wiggins did a good job.
Yeah, that's the only thing he did. A drawing of the coat of arms made by Wiggins. Search the archives.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Oh, this is the archives? You mean your personal library? Well, we're gonna say it's from the botany, since there's a nice flower on top.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
This is how we're gonna check it.
That's not the one I need.
And what else is in there? There's some cats, there's some birds, there's some crosses.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
No. I mean, kind of, yes.
That's not the one.
I think it's art and architecture.
That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the
Am
one
I
I
even
need.
in the right spot? Oh God! Oh my God. We're in the wrong spot. What do we need to do? We need to check the archives. Okay, let's go to the newspapers. Oh my god.
That's not the one I need.
Alright, marks and symbols. There we go. Found it.
That's not the one I need.
Okay.
That's not the one I need.
The Royal Potato Cans.
That's not the one I need.
English coat of arms. Okay. We're still learning. The coat of arms of the Marsh family. Nowadays, a representative of this family is Lord Edward Marsh, the well-known benefactor. He provides the poor people of Whitechapel with provisions, warm clothes, etc. Lord Marsh is also renowned as a co-founder of the special education program which allows poor people the opportunity of an education. Lord Marsh resides at 3 Mainsbury Road, London.
Here it is.
Yeah, first try.
So this man could
Absolutely.
be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
You're damn right we are. Sounds very admirable.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss
I'm a
Caitlin's
dad?
boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
Better
What do you
clean
have
up all
to
your
say,
smut.
Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
I want to make sure I'm not around her at all. Alright, pay a visit to Lord Marsh. I got to go look at all his potatoes. Was he reading a book called Practical Motherhood and Parentcraft? Aw, he wants to try to be a good dad. That's sweet.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
We're not going to have
To tell
the
her what,
birds and the bees
Watson?
talk.
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
You have your kid in a boarding school. Do you really care about her that much? You send her away for most of her life. She better not run into the bat cave.
Come in, please. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help
Definitely
you?
look like a
Good day
pedophile.
to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
We're gonna investigate you as a person before we actually talk to you. I don't know if I'm ready to make that call. I would say he feels unwell because he's a doctor. He's definitely ill. He's cold. Painkiller. Lord Marsh's personal assistant cooking recipe. His personal assistant. His temperature was higher. All right. Reuben Fisher is a young man of 25 and already a confident physician. He is well educated, mannered, and a member of a hunting club. His clothes indicate that he is financially wealthy. Reuben Fisher is not only a physician, he is also Lord Marsh's personal assistant. And Lord Marsh is a wealthy man who holds a high position in society, indicated by his expensive clothes and valuable gold ring. He has dedicated his life to helping the poor. He is ill. Therefore, he is covered with a blanket, despite the fact that it's quite warm inside the room. See, we are a master detective.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
Yes, my little spy
That
did.
is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance?
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you. But I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your
It's not
table.
open, bro.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
Is it?
Despite my title, yes. I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Does he?
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals.
What a nice guy.
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel.
Our Quarterman Club to celebrate our horseback riding, exploration, and hunting.
Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life.
Dear Lord Marsh, here is a list of selected participants for the special education program in October. It looks to be a very promising event. I'm looking forward to it. Patrick Tanner, Thomas Kelly, John Stobridge. It's a name we recognize.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll
Man
most
with
certainly
values.
send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
It's shut tight. It's shut.
Just investigate the rest of his house without his permission.
Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Aid for the poor. It's extremely honorable.
He seems like a nice guy.
Bags full of food.
Get it? There's something going on here, though. Alright, now what? We still have to talk to him once. Let's go back real quick. Double check. Feel like we always miss something here. Hello, I'm back. Here to annoy you.
Despite my title, yes, I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor.
What are we missing here? Well, we finished. Let's see. So we finished that. Investigate the disappearance of Tom's father, George Hurst. Wait, we got to go back to where was it? Was it number 5? On wait, what is this? I don't remember what Baker Street was. But on Dorset Street, that's why. Number 5 was the wife of the missing husband. So I can head on over there after this and see what's... Oh, this is my place. Oh, that's a puppy!
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Let's take him out for a ride.
Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her room without her knowledge.
So we need to go back to Dorset Street. Find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. Red color signifies an unachievable clue. Missing. Refuse low martial doctor low with a special education, but they refuse to provide additional information. No. I don't know what's going on. What am I doing? What? So these are the clues. Some of the facts may be interpreted differently. You can always change the picture of a crime. What is going on? Not connected. What? What's going on? We're getting out of that. Oh man. I can't handle anything that looks like a mapping of a brain. Is this still Dorset Street? Nothing has home numbers, so probably not. Number 10. One of these over here. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Alright, let's get some help on here. Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming your deductions from the combination of clues. Track down the guilty party. It still doesn't tell me how to use this shit. Connection. What is this game? Alright. I'm just not ready to make any deductive reasoning, I guess. Alright. I don't know what that means, a dialogue. supposed to look for clues in the... Might we take a glance at the list circuit? That is possible. It's confidential. So maybe we go back to